Good morning, good afternoon. How you doing? Michael Williams here, White Label Consulting. Took the day off yesterday from streaming. Let me get this timer off of the screen. Yeah, I took the day off from streaming yesterday. Had a lot of work to do. Had to get some stuff done. So we're back here today with a new show. I don't know what episode this is. I'm going to have to go back and fix the titles and all that kind of stuff. But if you can see the title, it's titled The Real Mic Check, Mic Shootout. We're actually going to be comparing some microphones live here on the stream. I have a few set up already. And if you look behind me, I have another mixer hooked up as well. Let me see if I can get this over here. I need to move my touchpad out the way. This is how I do my trusty stream. Shout out to Touchpad. I need to tag you guys in my stuff because I just love their software where I can have it on my Galaxy Fold. Shout out to Samsung, Team Android. I've got the DLC creator behind me. Excellent podcast system. So that's what I'm rolling with right now. So we're going to test the microphones and see how they sound live. I'm here at Premier Studios, Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you for allowing us to be here and run our podcast and our live stream. And I'm going to bring this down because I'm not really a microphone guy like that. I used to have it off camera and stuff like that. So basically, if you have a Blackmagic ATM, make sure you do the update. The update for 9.5 is really, really dope. Add some features to it, which we'll probably cover in another video. But I'm not going to cover right now. I'm actually going to cover microphones and how they sound and what's the price point and the difference between them. So on my trusty Amazon, I'm going to pull up the Audio Technica 2020 because this is the microphone I use. I have a few of these microphones and I really like how they sound. Now, you see right here, let me go to my split screen. Actually, let me go to my tutorial. Let me turn it off and go to my Okay, so here you'll see right here the Audio Technica 2020 microphone. They have it listed at $88 right now. I also have that paired with a Rode microphone. I actually have it paired with a Focusrite sound card. So I'm going to give you Focusrite Scarlett 2 in, 2 out. So this is the one I have right here. Sorry, let me find it right here. Here we go. So you have the Focusrite 2 in, 2 out, 24-bit right here. This is the one I use daily. And then you also have the Audio Technica 2020. Those microphones, this setup combined for audio is roughly about $200. So you have one, this is called taxes. This is called $225. This is what I use day in and day out. You can hear the volume. I have the volume on my microphone set at about let's call it 1 o'clock maybe. So it's not all the way up in my OBS. I have it set to maybe 80%, 90%. That's how I keep it from peaking too much. And so this is an awesome setup for audio. Obviously, I'm a Lumix guy, so I have a GH4 with a Sigma and a Meta Booster for my video, which is really clear. And I love that, But today we're talking about audio. So I have a couple of other microphones here that we're going to be looking at. But as you can see, this is how it sounds for about a $250 setup. Now, in doing this, I wanted to make sure that we had the opportunity to demo some other microphones and some other options for you guys if you are getting ready to start your live stream or your podcasting. And I think that it's clear that you don't have to necessarily have a high-end microphone, but you can have a microphone where you are able to execute great audio and also allow yourself to not break the bank. And I'm going to introduce some other options here real quick, and I'm going to show you how they sound and how they're operating. So right here again, this is the Audio Technica 2020 mic. I have several of these. I love how they sound. And the Focusrite has been a great interface for me. This is a recommended setup. It's about $225 setup to where you are actually able to just get into podcasting really inexpensive. Now, I'm going to switch over to my second microphone here, but I'm going to show you the microphone first. This is the microphone the Mackie EM Chromium. Now, it's a different microphone. It's a different type of microphone. It includes a 2-channel mixer on the microphone. It includes a couple of different it includes a couple of different options on here. You have a gain button at the top, and then you also have, let me see if it spells so. You have a gain button right there. You have a polar pattern button on here where you can go from figure 8 to a cardioid to a super cardioid mic. It's great for an omni mic as well. And it includes at the bottom, there are 4 buttons. In the upper left hand corner, there is an input for headphones, so you can monitor right through the microphone. And then there's a button for your playback, where if you're going to connect an aux to this or sound from your computer, you can actually go from USB, the microphone input, to kind of balance those in your headphones. Your third button is going to be for your aux, if you include a maybe some crowd noise or some sounds in here. And then your last one is instrument. So it's almost like a 2-channel sound card that you can use. So this is a different mic. Right now I'm going to mute this microphone here, and I'm going to switch over to the Mackie Chromium so you can hear the difference. Give me a quick second. So here is the Mackie Element. And I'm hearing double sound, but I shouldn't. I don't know if you're hearing double sound, let me know in the chat. If not, then we should be good. It could be that my audio's on a delay. So, but this is the Mackie Element. And this basically is a $70 mic, but it also is a 2-channel mixer. So if you want to bypass the sound card, here is another way that you can do this. And the microphone sounds pretty good. I have it at about 12:30, 1 o'clock, same as the other microphone. I have it the same distance away, which is about a hand's distance away. And so hopefully you can hear how it sounds compared to the first mic. I am going to switch over to our third option, which is a more familiar microphone. I'm going to put this down for a second, and I'm going to switch over to the Shure mic. Now, there are several different versions of Shure mics. Obviously, the one everybody uses is the podcast mic, the the Shure. What's the model number here? The SM7B, but they do have an MV7X, which is a very affordable mic. It is only $169, and it allows you to actually have the same looking mic, but it actually is just a little bit lower in price range. So here is the MV7X. It's an XLR podcast mic. It has really good sound, really flat sound compared to the other two. You can see right here that for the price point of $169, and it has 1,800 ratings, 4.8, has a great rating. So you'll find this a very recommended mic on Amazon. I'm actually going to switch to that audio now. So I'm going to mute this mic, and then I'm going to switch over to the last mic. Just a second. There we go. So this is your last microphone option. This is your DL. This is running through the Mackie mixer. If you look behind me, this is running through that mixer right there. Now that mixer is about $800. You could run it through the Focusrite, but I just wanted to run it through the Mackie mixer. I'm gonna do a review on this Mackie mixer shortly, so you can actually tell the difference between a high-end sound card and a high-end lower-end sound card. You can actually pull in several channels, almost 12 channels into OBS if you're using that. But here is the Mackie mixer. Now you can tell it's at a little bit lower volume because I don't have it turned up as high. But you can actually, when you set up the microphone in OBS, and actually you set up the microphone on the mixer, you actually have the option to set the input gain on the 48 volts. So you can actually play around with this. Now, I will say that out of the 3 sounds, that you probably are going to get the flattest response through this microphone, simply because of how it's made. It's simply made for podcasts and vocal recording. The other 2 microphones, well, the Element is actually made for podcast recording as well. The AT2020 is more of a studio mic that you can use in a myriad of different ways. We've used it for drum overhead. We've used it for vocal mics. We've used it for instrument mics. So it's going to have a different sound. This is, again, not as loud as the other 2, but it has a flatter response. Now I'm going to switch back to my original mic so you can hear the difference. And keep in mind, you can do some vocal processing on top of what I'm telling you, but I want you to hear the difference between this microphone and the Audio Technica microphone that I normally use. So again, I'm back to this microphone. It's a little bit louder. It's a little bit bassier. Has more bass to it, a little bit more lows into it, simply because the way the mic is utilized, it has a little bit more a wider range. So the frequency range is going to be a little bit different. Not too much different in the sense of where you are going to not be able to EQ out or add lows to one mic or another mic. But out of the box, this has neither one of these have any vocal processing on them at all. They're all just how they sounded. So I didn't want to take up a long time today. I know I've only been live for about probably like 10 minutes. So I want you to go back to this video and tell me which one you liked. This is the Audio Technica, which is about a $200 option with the microphone. And really, you can use any audio interface you want. I just like the Scarlett's, how they give me a good clean sound, and I haven't had any problems with these. I used to use the Behringers. They add a lot of dBs to your mix, and so I didn't really like that. So you have this microphone right here. I'll switch back to the Element, so I'll mute this. This is your Mackie Element right here. A $70 option with a 2-channel sound card on it, and it comes with the if you pay the extra $20, I think you can get the pop filter that goes on top of it. And then I'll switch to the Shure mic. Just 1 second. And this is going to be your third option. So your price point is going to be, $70 for this microphone, $179, but you're going to need a sound card. So if you go this route with the $169, you're still going to need to get a sound card or something to plug into your computer. You don't necessarily need this joint behind me, which is the DLZ Creator, because that is more of a four-channel podcast system for a podcast studio like we would run. But these are your options. So I'm hoping that you got something out of this video. I want to play the sponsor video real quick. Give me a second. We can play the sponsor video. Let me turn off this. Let me turn off the Element. I'll leave the split screen off. Let me run the branding real quick. So, video sponsored by Custom. I said one day I'd play a longer commercial, and I did. So I'm going to play a longer commercial today. I should have played this at the beginning, but I'm going to play it now. We will be right back. So that is the sponsor for the video. I got a new shirt we're working on. I don't know if you can see it. Simple message. Yeshua saves. He always saves. He been saving. He gonna keep saving. So this is a podcast episode for today. The Real Mic Shootout. Please take some time to go through this. And don't forget, we are giving away a free ATM Mini when we get to 1,500 partners. I don't call you guys subscribers. I call you partners because you guys are helping my journey along, as well as allowing us to be able to continue on sharing our information with the world. So this is Michael Williams here with White Label Consulting. Hope you have a blessed Saturday. God bless you. Remember, tomorrow's the Lord's